Hey guys, this is Bella and we're back with another video. This video is how to draw an eye, and this is my another notebook I have, and I'm just going to show you an eye that we're going to be drawing. This one's a little lighter than what we're doing today. So really the materials you need is a drawing, something you to draw on, a pencil, an eraser, and it's optional, but you can do colors for the iris. And this video, I'm not particularly using colors. Okay, I'm going to show you step by step. The first step is to just draw a curved line. This is going to be the top of the eye. Not too high, not too straight, because then it's going to make your eye look a little closed. And if you make it too wide, it's going to look like you're like really awake. I'm just fixing it up right here. You can make it however you want, but I'm doing it in between. Also going to make lines below. Don't curve. So on the side, next to where the iris, or not the iris, like the side, it's going to be a little curved, and then you're just going to connect the lines from there. Just fix it up. Your eraser really helps if you have a very pointed eraser. It kind of it fixes a lot and it curves things very well. So right here I'm just fixing again. Okay, so the next step is to draw the iris. So what you're going to do is just draw a circle in the middle. Right now I'm just drawing guidelines. So in a usual like human eye, the lines don't touch from top to bottom unless you're squinting. So these are guidelines, so they're not the things that are going to go to the end. So your line should not be touching from your iris to your top of your eyelid or your eye. And the eraser, if you have a pointed one, also helps by getting in between those small areas. The next step is to draw a tiny circle inside of your iris, of the circle you just made. Next, you're just going to color that in, because that is the colored part. That is always one color. So my opinion is the iris is kind of the most difficult part. There's a lot of detail, so that's going to be definitely the hardest. This next step is just drawing little like bumps. If you open your eyes or close your eyes, you have little bumps around your eye, so that's just making it a little more realistic and less of a cartoony type of thing. Next, you're going to draw a little circle in between where you made the curve. Next part is the iris. So you're kind of just making like a star around your pupil.
And
don't worry about making this perfect because it's going to be blended in to make it a little darker than your actual eye. So to blend this, you don't need a tissue. I mean, you can. You're just using your finger. If you don't want to get your hand a little bit dirty, you can use a tissue. And by the way, the pencil does come off. It is pencil. It's like you erasing it with water, so water can make it come off. So we're just going over that just a little darker. And I did do some mistakes, so I will be fixing them a little bit after this. Try not to make it too dark, close to your pupil. That's where I messed up a little bit, so I had to fix that a little bit. But you want to make this area a little bit darker than your actual eye because your eye has veins, so it shouldn't be colored unless it's red or white. So you're just blending it a little bit, don't blend it all. So with the eraser, it's actually very helpful. It looks kind of like something's shining off of your eye, so you make like little glimmer marks. Usually I make 3, sometimes 2, each around the eye, one biggest, going from biggest to smallest around the eye. Next step is eyelashes. Eyelashes are so fun, I love them, and like it's just a little flick of the pencil. You can't just and with eyelashes, you can't do too hard, and don't make it too light because then it looks a little weird, which I made it a little bit too light on this one. And it's going to go right over that bump above your eye, and right over the bump under your eye. And there's a lot less eyelashes on the bottom, so don't make it too much, and don't make too little on the top and bottom. So what I'm doing there is just making little marks for veins. Now we're going into the eyebrow. It's also another part of the eye, technically. So you don't want your eye too skinny. I mean, some people like it like that. I don't. So I wouldn't have it too skinny right here. I made it too long, so that's why I had to erase it. Your eyebrow actually only goes like a little bit past your eye, so you don't want to make it too long. And your eyebrow starts pretty much where your eye starts. So your eyebrow starts where your eye starts. Yeah. And don't make it too bushy, because then that gets more focused to the eyebrow than the eye. So right here I'm just fixing it up, going over those guidelines. The eraser actually kind of helps you. It helps you outline it and make more shape into your eyebrow. So right now that's what I'm doing, getting rid of some of those lines.